Welcome back for another Polygon Matic price update video, and in this video I will be giving you areas that Matic needs to continue holding above in the next coming hours, give you areas of resistances that you also need to see a break above in the next coming hours, and also share out my long-term Elliot wave analysis that I'm expecting to play out in the next bull market. And at the time of this recording, Matic is holding above the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, which is now acting as support for us to continue gearing up. We are also holding above our key area of support at around the $0.06227 mark, which is also acting as support for us to continue gearing up. And at the time of this recording, you can easily see that Matic has now given us a breakout out of this price channel that we had been trading within to the upper side, and there are high chances that in the next coming hours maybe we might see a retest of the upper side of the channel at around the $0.7 mark. And once the retest is in and a success, then I will be expecting Matic to continue gearing up, get above the $0.75 mark, and break above our next key area of resistance at around the $0.784 mark, and a break above that, then we can easily get above the $0.8 mark in the next coming days. And before I give you the pullback target areas that we can expect in case we don't see that upward momentum in the next coming hours, allow me to first share out my long-term Elliot wave analysis and give you what I'm expecting once the bull market starts, where you can easily see that Matic gave us these lows down here back in 2020 before we saw that impulsive move taking us to an all-time high above the $2.9 mark, completing the formation of that wave 1 to the upper side. And after seeing the formation of that first wave, we started a corrective structure in the formation of this wave 2, in a move that managed to get into the minimum target areas for the second wave, highlighted on the charts using this red target area, which is an area that we have now fully maximized, and there are high chances that we now have a low in place for the second wave, and in the next coming weeks we can get even more bullish and start that impulsive move to the upside in the formation of this wave 3. And this wave 3 should take us to all-time highs, having the minimum target areas being given by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. And that now gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, and that is above the $5 mark, which is the minimum that I can expect that wave 3 to the upside to do before we can expect a wave 4. And then continue gearing up even more impulsively in the formation of that wave 5 to the upper side, and getting back to the 4-hour chart to give you my pullback target areas in case we don't see a break above significant areas of resistances in the next coming hours. You can see that here on the 4-hour chart, before we saw this massive push to the upside, we first got a low at around the $0.495 mark here on the Matic chart before we saw that massive breakout, breaking above significant areas of resistances in a move that has now given us a high above the $0.72 mark. And there are high chances that maybe this might be the high that we are going to first put in place before we can see much of a corrective structure. And once we have a low in place for the corrective structure, then we can continue getting more impulsive and continue breaking above other key areas of resistances. And if that is the case, then that means that our retest of the 0.7 area of support will not be a success. And if that is the case and we continue seeing our prices maybe back to our key area of support at around the $0.6227 mark, then we need to have an area within which we can expect Matic to find support and give us a massive reversal to the upper side, and that can be given by connecting the Fibonacci's from the lows that we made at around the $0.4913 mark to that high above the $0.72 mark, giving me a minimum target area between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the charts, which lies between the $0.6326 mark and the $0.5787 mark, which is the area within which we can expect that pullback to take us back into, find support, and within this area we should see another bounce back to the upper side, breaking above significant areas of resistances and possibly get above the $1 mark. And the worst case scenario can only play out in case we see a pullback into the blue target area and we don't see our bounce to the upper side, and we continue seeing further weakness breaking out of the target area to the lower side. Then that will be suggesting that there are chances that Matic is going to give us a reset of the lows that we made at around the 0.5 and at around the $0.4913 mark. So that is what we need to keep our eyes on in the next coming hours here on the Matic chart. And I hope that video was of much help to you, and I hope to catch you in the next one.